I'm joined once again by Shana Dobson, who's going to be taking on Lauren Mueller coming up here at UFC on Fox 29 on April 14th. Shana, how are you?
Hey, doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's good to talk to you again. And, of course, you haven't fought since December. That was when you and I last talked. You got that big win in your UFC debut. Was that the right amount of time off for you, or did you want more time off?
It was actually perfect. So I was just making my transition. I was moving from Texas over to Maryland, over to DC area. So I was looking at that Austin card, but I definitely wanted to take some time off, especially getting together, training with my new coaches. I'm over here at Team Lloyd Irvin now. So, definitely that time. So it was actually the perfect amount of time. I didn't take any damage in the fight. I wanted to get back in there as soon as I could. So, I'm looking to see if I can, get in if I can every few months, God willing that, I'm not sustaining any injuries and, because, it's a good time.
And what's that connection to Lloyd Irvin? How did you end up there? Is it because I know you know James Vick, right? Is that how that sort of how that got organized?
Yeah, that was definitely part of it. So I was moving to Maryland anyway, and I was looking for a good gym. I trained with James over at Phalanx MMA and Genesis in Fort Worth. So he definitely gave me some inside tips about Lloyd Irvin and the intense training camps that go on here, and just the quality, the level of training. And then also my good friend Sarge from The Ultimate Fighter, she came out of Lloyd Irvin, so she you guys see what kind of beast she is. So it's definitely a good gym to come and get your work in.
It's crazy how many of you guys on The Ultimate Fighter are like keeping in touch and are still friends. I just talked to Deana Bennett the other day. She's training with Sarge in New York right now. Like, it's crazy to see the camaraderie there because you never get that in an Ultimate Fighter season.
Yeah, we were all buzzed, especially Deana. So it was funny because it was Deana and I, Sarge and Ariel, and we were all roommates in the Rose room on Ultimate Fighter. So we all stayed in touch and we were all buds and Sarge and when Sarge and Deana had to fight on the show, Ariel and I were tripping out like, oh, our roommates are fighting, our buds are fighting, and then it ended up in the finale that Ariel and I had to fight. But that's my buddy right there. We were good friends before. We're good friends to this day after the fight. So much respect to her and the rest of the tough cast.
Let's talk about Lauren Mueller. How did this fight come together? Did the UFC sort of present this to you, or did you want this matchup?
So I told my manager, Jason House, I want to get back in there ASAP, whatever we can find, and he's awesome. He's always looking to find the good matchups for me. And I think Lauren is going to be an excellent matchup. I mean, she's tough. She's going to be a great test of my skill. I'm going to be a great test for her. And just, she's an exciting fighter, so am I. So I really think I definitely think this is going to be a fight for everybody to watch. I saw her on the Contender Series, and she put it on, girl. So, I'm definitely excited about this matchup.
And how do you feel like you match up against her now that you've had a chance to sort of assess her? She's got the undefeated record, which is always it's always fun fighting a fighter who's undefeated.
Oh yeah. No, Lauren's cool. I don't know her personally. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to break that undefeated for her. But after watching her a little bit and just, I'm just confident in my training. I mean, I know that I'm training with the best. I'm training with the best coaches. I've been in the past training with the best coaches. So I'm just spending my time elevating. I'm going to be a different fighter than I was the last fight. I was a different fighter that fight than I was the previous fight. So, the camp that I'm in, this is the toughest camp that I've been in to date. So you guys are going to see Shana 2.0 for sure.
Awesome. And you talked a bit about your training partners. Who's sort of the main people you get to train with over there at Lloyd Irvin's?
Oh, so the awesome thing is that my coach, Lloyd Irvin, he brings in, whatever I need, down from the boxing to the jits to the wrestling. He mixes it up. I'm daily I'm wrestling with, I'm doing grappling rounds with black belts. I'm doing grappling rounds with high level wrestlers. I'm doing, I'm boxing with ranked championship boxers. So, he's bringing in the best for me. Everything is personal and customized. And that's what James Vick told me, going into it. And he's, I got to do my James impression. Like, oh, Shana, Oh, it's good. I love James, man. He's just a fast talking dude. Oh, Shana is everything that you need. Everything that you need is here, So, I'm of course I'm training with James and just top level fighters. So I can't give away too many of my secrets, but you guys are gonna. I mean, I'm even surprised at myself every day that I'm coming in here, putting in hours and hours a day, elevating everything from my cardio to just. I've never taken my game more seriously than I am now. So I'm much thanks to this gym and the coaches that came before this gym. But yeah, that's what's going on.
And obviously this fight's ways away, but is the weight cut process, has that already started?
Yeah. This we're a couple days away. So March 1st marks the serious cut. So no sneaking chocolate and the good stuff. But yeah, the weight cut process. I have I was worried because moving out here, I'm having to start over with my resources, and I have healthy fresh meals out here in DC, and their food is bomb and it's healthy, and they're making it easy for me, so it's not gonna be too tough.
Awesome. How do you see this fight unfolding on April 14th?
Oh man, I've seen it. I've thought about it. I see it a lot of ways. I see either like a fight of the night brawl going down, or just me just getting it done and going out and getting to chill and party with my family. Either way, the camp that I'm in right now, the work that I'm putting in, it's no way that I'm not getting my hand raised.
We just saw Ronda Rousey make that transition to WWE. Is pro wrestling ever something that would interest you at all?
I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I mean that's cool for her. Ronda, she's a pioneer. She's done everything she needs to do in MMA for the sport. Hell, she could come back anytime that she wants to and dominate. But WWE, it's not martial arts. You know what I mean? It's more for entertainment. So kudos to her. Get your paper. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I can say that I could say no because I'm so early in my career, but who knows, what kind of opportunities would present themselves later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no now, but I don't.
Are you kind of following what's happening with Ronda, or is that like not even on your radar at this point? Because a lot of people are. They think because they saw her in the UFC, it's kind of like they want to see how she'll do. Are you one of those people or no?
Not really. I haven't really been following it. I saw her, make her appearance the other day, and that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's awesome for her. So, maybe I will pay a little bit more attention to it as she, she gets in there and gains the WWE fan base. And, I'm interested to see how that plays out for her.
What are you watching right now on Netflix? You watching any TV during training camp right now?
Oh, same as last time, Family Guy all
nice.
day.
You got to stick with the good stuff, right? You can't switch it up.
Trash TV, it's something completely totally
mindless. You got to watch the mindless stuff. I'm the same
Exactly.
way. At the end of the day, you need something that's completely not related to anything and just makes you laugh. I'm with you there.
James. It's so exactly.
Awesome. Well, everyone's got to check out this fight. It's a UFC on Fox 29 coming up here April 14th. Shana, it's always fun talking to you. I appreciate the time as always. Just to remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
Oh, for sure, guys. Shana Dobson, SHANA, on Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram, Danger_Dobson. So, give me a follow, and I always follow my fans back. I always message back. I like to interact with the people, and all my sponsors, Danny McKenzie, Jason Pierce, Doc's Mouth Guards, everybody back in Texas. I love you guys. I'm going to represent for you. And also my new friends out here in Maryland. My coach is Lloyd Irvin. My coach is James, Chad, everybody here at the gym. You guys pay attention to this fight. It's going to be I'm going to be a totally different fighter. Very well-rounded, Shana 2.0.